The three components of prudence are deliberation, judgment, and execution. Prudence is where we take the general principle or moral truth and apply it to the particulars of our life situation. So, for example, we might have the general principle of do no harm or respect human dignity. Prudence is what happens, for example, when I take that principle and apply it to my work situation, asking, how do I manage this interpersonal conflict while maintaining respect for human dignity? The virtue of prudence can be decomposed into 3 steps with their offsetting vices that you end up defeating. Step 1 is deliberation. I need to begin by asking, what is the right thing to do in my situation? Oftentimes in life, we don't even ask that question, or at least our society doesn't encourage us to ask that question. Instead, it's, what do I want to do? What do I feel like doing? It's an impulsive, non-transcendent way of looking at things. It's very narcissistic. But when we ask what is the right thing to do in this situation, it lifts us above our own bubble into a broader perspective where we try to look at things objectively. And so, with step 1, we have deliberation. We assess the survey. What are the possible courses of action? Who's involved? What's at stake? What are the factors? If we don't do that, then we become guilty of rash judgment. The vice of rash judgment is where I'm just throwing myself left and right into life. I'm not even thinking about anything. It's all just impulsive. So we avoid that by asking, what is the right thing to do? Engaging in the process of deliberation. That's step 1. Step 2 is judgment. Now that I have all of the possible paths, I need to decide what is the best path. If I don't decide, I become guilty of the vice of indecisiveness. That's like when we get stuck in analysis paralysis. Now you just keep weighing the factors. Oh, but the pros, but the cons. Oh, but what about this, that? And you just get stuck and you don't make a decision. Well, we need to decide. There needs to be a criteria where we've stopped our analysis and we are going to go forward with our action. And so step 2 of prudence is judgment. And lastly, step 3 is execution. We need to not only choose what we want to do and do it, we need to not only survey the possibilities and decide, but we have to do it. It's not enough to just mentally understand what I want to do and what I think is the right thing to do. I need to actually do it, right? And so if I don't execute, I become guilty of the vice of inconstancy. This is like the all talk, no action mindset. This is like you say something and you want to make sure you do it. And so the 3 components of prudence are deliberation, judgment, and execution. And we take those 3 components, the trifecta of prudence, and execute those. That's what enables us to take the virtues and incarnate them into our lives.
𝘮𝘰𝘨𝘪𝘵